Last night at the ESPYs, LeBron's like, "I'm coming back." I was like, okay, I didn't think you were leaving. Did you? Was that an announcement that you thought was necessary to announce or anything like that? I don't know, Jim. Right?
It's hard for me to dig into. I've learned. Rich, how old are you?
I'm 54, so I'm 2 years older than you.
So
yeah.
So we've learned a long time ago and lived long enough that you can't dive into people's minds, try to understand what they're thinking and why they do stuff.
Right.
What you do is kind of react to the message they send, or what they're doing. So I tend to stay away because I don't know emotionally what a person is going through at the end of the season or family wise or this or that, and to try to implement or input my thought process into what they're doing and how I would think, it just doesn't work because it's just too many different factors. But LeBron is like that in regards to making statements. It's the ESPYs, everybody's tuning in, so the statement comes when it's the ESPYs. You shouldn't be surprised at that. I mean, that's LeBron, right, wrong, or indifferent. He's always chosen specific times to drop the bomb or whatever it may be, or a message, when the ears and eyes are on not just basketball but sports in general.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm with you too. It's kind of like it just comes with the meal, right? Like that sort of moment with LeBron, because the way that he played and the way that the team overperformed, based on expectations, and the way that the team was brought back and during free agency and also enhanced. I love the Gabe Vincent signing. I was like, LeBron's definitely coming back the way that the free agency went down. So when he said last night, I'm not going anywhere. I ain't leaving. You pulled a little Wolf of Wall Street. I didn't bat an eye. I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that was a necessary announcement. That's the way I took it.
You know what, though? It was interesting. If you listen to that conversation, he said, for the last couple of years, he'd been thinking about this. Could he give – he didn't want to cheat the game, basically what he was saying. Well, he has it. I mean, he's cheated Father Time more than anything else in regards to him still being able to perform at a high level. Now, it's not LeBron James, of course, of the Detroit series, what was that, back in 2003 or 4, whatever it was, or 5, when he scored 25 points in the fourth quarter, all of that. But he's matured enough and the game has evolved enough that still allows him to be effective when he's not as athletic. But because of what he has in between his ears and how the team is built, he's still, a dominant player. May not be every night, but when you need him to impact the game, he's there. So it was interesting when he talked about the last couple of years, about him, and how much is that to not being as successful post the bubble, of not winning. How does that strain on a highly successful, probably one of the greatest players ever played the game, mind? But I couldn't see him not coming back and vying for another opportunity with the changes they made and additions they made to, vie for championship.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.